Johnny Depp is back, and this time, he's playing one of the most famous characters in literary history, Ebenezer Scrooge. But forget everything you think you know about A Christmas Carol, because this new Ebenezer trailer looks less like a Christmas movie, and more like a Christmas nightmare. Today, we're breaking down the trailer and looking at the biggest details, hidden clues, and the darker story this movie could be hiding. Let's get into it. First, the basics. Ebenezer is directed by Ty West, the filmmaker behind X, Pearl, and Max Gain. This time, he's taking Charles Dickens' classic A Christmas Carol and giving it a much darker, gothic horror treatment. Johnny Depp plays Ebenezer Scrooge, the wealthy, bitter man who hates Christmas and has completely shut himself off from the people around him. The movie also features Ian McKellen, Rupert Grint, Sam Claflin, Andrea Riseborough, Tremel Tillman, and Daisy Ridley. And the trailer immediately gives us a huge clue with its tagline: the name you know, the story you don't. That line is important, because everyone already knows Scrooge's story. We know about the 3 Christmas spirits, we know he hates Christmas. And we know he eventually changes. So why tell us that we don't know the story? The answer could be Scrooge's past. The trailer strongly suggests that this movie will explore parts of his life that weren't shown in the original story. And that could make this version much more personal and much darker. Then comes the biggest surprise. This is clearly not a traditional A Christmas Carol. The trailer is filled with gothic imagery, dark locations, unsettling supernatural moments, and a creepy atmosphere that feels much closer to Ty West's horror movies. One scene shows Scrooge apparently sinking into his bed, almost as if an invisible force is pulling him underneath. And that moment could be very important. Normally, Scrooge watches supernatural visions, but here it looks like the supernatural world is actually attacking him. He may not simply be watching his past and future. He may be trapped inside them. And then we get a completely different version of the Ghost of Christmas Past. Andrea Riseborough's character looks mysterious and genuinely unsettling. Instead of being a friendly guide, she feels like something Scrooge should be afraid of. That raises a fascinating question. What if the 3 spirits aren't just there to teach Scrooge a lesson? What if they're forcing him to confront the things he has spent his entire life trying to forget? That would turn the story into something much more psychological. But the trailer doesn't forget Johnny Depp's signature dark humor. We see Scrooge throwing snowballs at people, and the character has this strange combination of cruelty, sarcasm, and comedy. Then comes one of the trailer's most interesting moments. Depp looks toward the camera, smiles, and says, "It's good to be back." For the character, it's a simple line, but for Johnny Depp fans, it feels almost like a message from the actor himself. It makes the moment feel bigger than the movie, and that's probably intentional. Now, there's another detail worth noticing. The movie isn't simply called A Christmas Carol, it's called Ebenezer. That puts the focus completely on Scrooge, his past, his choices, his mistakes, and possibly the reason he became the man we know. Maybe the real horror isn't the ghosts. Maybe it's Scrooge being forced to see the consequences of everything he's done, every person he pushed away, every relationship he destroyed, and the future he created for himself. That could make the supernatural elements feel much more meaningful. So overall, Ebenezer looks like a bold experiment. Take one of the most famous Christmas stories ever written, give it to a horror director, put Johnny Depp in the lead, and completely change the atmosphere. The story may still be about redemption, but this time, getting there could be terrifying. And honestly, that's what makes this movie so interesting. We know the name, we know the character, but according to the trailer, we don't know the story. So what do you think? Does Johnny Depp's darker Scrooge look like a Christmas classic? Or a Christmas nightmare? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoy movie breakdowns, hidden details, and dark horror theories, hit subscribe, because there's still a lot more to uncover. I'll see you in the next video.